So we look at the left-hand one. The left hand was basically your before. Okay, setup wise pretty good to be fair. Okay, but in the first part of the backswing now, as you can see when you take the golf club back, there's like a distinct drop with the head there and the spine, so you're getting nearer the golf ball as you go back. So now if you stay in that position, your club's going to come back on the track that we said there's 3 tracks, either heel, the middle or the toe, and your club was coming back more on kind of the blue line there, too far away from it, because you actually move in the backswing. You're moving down and forward. Now, because you were topping the goal, shouldn't say topping the ball, because you were in the golf ball low along the ground, as we discussed, catching the hosel part of the club with no loft, you kind of perceived, okay, I'm topping the ball. So to try to get under it or get down, you were doing things to get that club basically further down here to try to get underneath the golf ball. And you can see when you come back to the golf ball now, that club now is on the outside track. If I turn it out of the way, you can see where that's going to be striking. That's probably 2 or 3 inches before impact, and that's literally on the hosel of the golf club there. There's the outside part of the golf club, obviously over there. Okay, so catching the hosel, ball's going to go low left, no contact at all off the club face, no loft, nothing at all. So the feeling we said was in terms of your practice swing, set up to the golf ball. Okay, you'll notice you say a lot higher when you do that in your practice swing now, because you're not trying to get on your tiptoes, because you're trying to miss the ball on the inside, which you did. So a lot more in terms of your spine angle, a lot better. Okay, no dipping and dropping onto your knees, and able to rotate through to a nice sort of full finish. Okay, we did discuss obviously with the driver to get that feeling of the elbow softening, which is something you can transcend to all the shots and stuff. But yeah, do 2 or 3 of these practice swings. You can see now, I think we did a third one. No, this is the real one. Okay, so when you try to set up now, the first thought now, this was basically the first swing you made. You can see the sort of where I hit the golf ball from. You're checking the question. I said try and hit the toe of the golf club. Okay, so normal setup. Okay. And as you swing through, you can see now as your head staying up high, you see, there's a lot less dip. You're not trying to get low, right? Because in your mind now you're trying to catch the toe part of the club. So therefore, in some ways, you're moving further from the golf ball, or the feeling would be to that, okay? As you then come back to the golf ball here now, club's coming on a different angle here now, more in line to target. If you actually go back to this one, okay, your club now further away from your legs there, more in front here, okay, so it's actually come further out in front away, whereas this one you can see now is a lot nearer into your legs there, yeah? If I zoom in there and in there, so the handle the same sort of position, that club now is nearer to you, your hands are nearer to you. When you come at the golf ball, the feeling of towing it is right in the middle of the golf club, okay, because that's kind of what felt to you the toe, because here felt the middle, because that's where you were trying to hit the golf ball after, well, you weren't trying to catch all the hosel, okay, so therefore the feeling of the toe was there. So the feeling of actually doing this part would actually be a complete miss. I've actually had guys in the past do this drill, try to miss the ball kind of here, and actually make contact with the ball and go, oh, bloody hell, I missed it. So it does actually mean you can sort of really get it in there nice and close. And you can see when you did that, nice full release of the golf club, and the ball sort of whizzing down the range towards your target. And you can see a lot less dip in the swing when you did this, okay? As you go through, head stay nice and tall, and a much more cleaner rotation, whereas this one here now, there's a lot more change of height there, so head goes down, then back up, and it's just a bit of a lunge at the golf ball to try to hit the golf ball. And I think when you're on the golf course and things start going wrong, Tom, it's just you digging yourself a bigger hole, aren't you?
Yeah,
you never, and I think if you don't really know, and again, no disrespect to yourself, but you didn't really know what part of the golf club you were striking. No. When you were questioning kind of what was it, you thought, well, this must be the top of the golf ball. Yeah. And that's the logic. And I said in the shop when you first came, the logical change in golf more often than not is the wrong change. So, and sometimes some of the faults you might have might give different results based on the club you're using. So driver through the bag to your wedge, you might have the same swing fault with 3 different results. Okay, so, but yeah, if the contact is an issue and you know when you're in the golf ball low or left or right as you were doing there, get some of that spray on your club face and just see, okay, where am I striking it?
Yeah, I will.
And then when you're on the ground, actually hitting some daisies or hit some grass, just give yourself a 2-second sort of step to one side. If it's going completely wrong, give yourself, okay, right, calmness, just, okay, what am I hitting? Okay, put the club down next to a flower or daisy or a bit of leaf, excuse me, and then hit that. If you miss that, you're okay, right, I'm missing that. Okay, so it'll give you the feedback straight away. Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Excellent, good stuff.